Hey, what's up, guys? I wanted to put a quick review up for this movie I checked out like 2 nights ago called Lost After Dark. Put out by Anchor Bay. Trying to find the year real quick. 2015. And this was like when all the 80s throwbacks were kind of getting big. I think this was one of the first movies to do the 80s throwback thing. But I just didn't get around to checking it out till literally 2 days ago. I just never found it in the wild or whatever, and I found this at FYE used and decided to give it a watch just because it did interest me a little bit. I mean, I love slashers, I love 80s slashers, so it felt right up my alley. But essentially it's like a prom or some kind of dance in 1984, and this girl, she's going to it, and it's assumed she lost her mother, and the dad's coping with it and all that, and it opens with that where she's going to this dance, and she's basically lying to the father, saying she's spending the night at her friend's house, but in actuality they're sneaking to the dad's cabin that he has, and with a bus full of kids, and they're going to go there and party as typical slasher movies do. But yeah, but the principal of this school, Robert Patrick, the liquid metal guy from Terminator 2, he plays like a really over-the-top retired like Vietnam veteran, because he's just like really over the top with it, but it adds to the silliness of it, to the overall funness of this movie, because he's so over the top it's ridiculous. But he basically sees them stealing the bus and driving out, and he says, "Not on my watch," and he goes to the girl's dad and basically says they're sneaking out, and they realize they're going to the cabin, so they're off to find these kids and see what's up with that. And these kids are just partying or whatever, and she's kind of like a loser, and she thinks they're only with her because she owns this cabin and all that, and which was basically true. But the main jock dude is like interested in her, and there's the stereotypical black kid, and the like the punk rock chick, and the stoner dude, which is I liked it too because it showed a different kind of stoner. It was like this really heavy, kind of nerdy dude, but he was really cool, kind of like the comedic break in the movie. But I really dug his character. I thought a lot of the characters were brutally annoying, but that's what you want in a slasher like this. I thought the killer was really cool. I wasn't a big fan of his look. He had the look of like Madman, or it was just like he looked like the homeless dude from the first Hellraiser. And I just wasn't a big fan of his look, but I liked how brutal he was with the kills. And that's like my other point in this. The kills were badass, really gory, really awesome. The effects were done really well. This movie had, I don't know if it was music from the 80s. It sounded like a modern band doing 80s music, but it sounded pretty good. It was like the Cure type sounds to the music. It fit the whole movie pretty well. You know, this is only 85 minutes, so after credits it's probably, or you know, before credits it's probably only like 80 minutes, so it goes by pretty quick. The whole movie, my one complaint with this is the movie's like really dark. Like I may just have to get it on Blu-ray to get that nice picture, but the DVD was just like really dark. The whole movie takes place at night, and the lighting wasn't really up my alley. But yeah, it was just a fun, quick slasher, you know, just cool watch. I'll watch it again eventually. It was just really fun. It goes along well with the other 80s throwback slashers they were pumping out for a few years there. Now, this isn't the best 80s throwback I've seen. The best 80s throwback I've seen by far is The Barn. It'd be really hard to pass that, I think, as far as throwbacks go. I mean, I got 1031, which I think is a throwback, which I'm excited to check out, which will be coming real soon. But yeah, definitely give this a watch if you could find it for like 10 or under. It's definitely worth it just for Robert Patrick's performance alone. There was a part that really had me laugh out loud towards the end, where Robert Patrick, he's basically he's in front of the killer, and there's like a showdown, and he's like, go inside, he's gonna have to get through me to get to you guys, and he's like thinking he's all badass and stuff, and just the outcome of that situation had me laughing. But yeah, just like I said, quick, fun, definitely give it a try. Cool gore, cool kills, you know, annoying stereotypical characters, which what you want, you know, everything feels the period. There was they do that thing that a lot of these throwbacks do, where they add like cigarette burns or scratches and all that to it. But they did something that I don't really see in throwback movies at all. There's a part where it literally says missing reel, and it'll just go blank and it'll just say missing reel, and then it'll cut to the next thing. So it kind of added to the whole vibe of this 80s throwback, situation. This is the DVD, and there's not one special feature on this. I would assume the Blu-ray would have some special features, but given that this is Anchor Bay, I am a little shocked that there's not even a single special feature. There's not even a trailer or anything on this. So that's pretty surprising to me. But yeah, anyways, guys, me and BDG Reviews for our podcast actually did commentaries on the 2 American Guinea Pig films, which should be up on YouTube today, but I'll post that around. And I'll have reviews for the 2 American Guinea Pig films on this channel. So if you really didn't want to hear that, which they were fun, so if you do like the movies, I suggest checking those commentaries out. But if you just want a quick review of them, what I thought, I'll have a video up on here in the next day or two of those 2 movies. But yeah, anyways, and also just a quick heads up too, I'm seeing Hereditary tonight, and I know BDG Reviews is seeing Hereditary tonight too, so Saturday night, we're recording a podcast on Hereditary tomorrow night, so Saturday we should have a podcast on Hereditary, which you could find that on BDG Reviews YouTube channel, and called Tumbling Podcast of Flesh, or you could find us on Facebook at facebook.com/Tumbling Podcast. But anyways, guys, peace.